What up YouTube, it's your boy Anime Specialist. So I'm back. I wasn't able to do a One Piece review last week, but this was probably my favorite Reverie episode since the arc began. So let's get right to it. So the empty throne reminded me a lot of Game of Thrones and the Iron Throne, you know, so that made me laugh a little bit. But it's a nice concept in One Piece that this throne, nobody can sit on it. It's just a pact between all the royal families that no one will be a dictator and that the world will be free and everything. So I really like that concept. They talked a little bit about the 5 elders in this episode, and my question for you guys is that are they really strong physically? Can they fight, or are they only the ones that makes the decisions? You know, that's my question for you guys, because we haven't seen them a lot in this series, and One Piece is gonna end one day, you know, so not in the near future, maybe in 5 to 8 years. So I hope that we'll see them in action if they can fight. By the way, this review will be short because, like always in the Reverie arc, there was a lot of flashback, but the reason why it was my favorite episode of the Reverie is because of everything that happened with Shirahoshi. So obviously I was expecting something like that to happen because the Celestial Dragons are the worst things in One Piece, you know. They're disgusting, and one of the Celestial Dragons, I think the one that Luffy actually hit in Sabaody, he was the one that wanted to enchain and enslave Shirahoshi in this episode, and it disgusted me, man. I hate the Celestial Dragon so much. We saw some familiar faces in this episode. We saw Rob Lucci and his gang. He's part of CP0, Cypher, AIGISO. So this is kind of another kind of CP9, but he's only given orders from the world government. So he's even deeper in the world government, and it seems like he's stronger, you know. It's been a while since we've seen him fight. The last time is probably when Luffy fought him, but it was kind of cool to see them again. We saw how mad Shirahoshi's father was, and it was a great moment because there was a lot of tension. We saw how Vivi, Rebecca wanted to save Shirahoshi, but nobody wanted to interfere because the guy that was enslaving Shirahoshi was a Celestial Dragon. So the Celestial Dragons have the ultimate power. They can do whatever they want to you and everything. So that was a tense moment, man. It was a great moment. But I would have done the same thing that he was gonna do. It's his daughter, man. He won't let his daughter be enslaved by Celestial Dragons. I would have done the same thing that he was going to do, and it was something else. Like I said, it was a tense moment, and even when the Celestial Dragon said to, I think, kill him to Rob Lucci, it was even more tense because Rob Lucci, the look in Rob Lucci's eyes were different. It was a different look in his eyes that we've seen. He wasn't like that when he fought Luffy, you know. He seems a lot different. Maybe it's a mind control, maybe he was brainwashed or something like that, but he looked a lot different than he did before the 2-year time skip. When the king was gonna go hit the Celestial Dragons, or maybe he was gonna hit the one that was enchaining Shirahoshi, I'm not really sure, but when he was going to go into the action, just seeing Vivi trying to stop him and telling him to not do that because there was going to have a lot of consequences, because we've seen what happened when Luffy actually hit Celestial Dragons. The admirals and everything are coming in and they're going to capture or kill you, you know. So there was going to be a lot of consequences, and everyone didn't want to make a move. So it was, like I said, it was a really tense moment. But bro, the man that came into the rescue, I really didn't know that he would do that, because the last time that we saw him, he was kind of a dick, you know. But the one that actually saved the situation, the one that saved Shirahoshi and King Neptune was a celestial dragon, and not only a celestial dragon, but the same celestial dragons that came to the Fishman Island years ago, that was saved by the Fishman and then came back to the human world with Queen Otoime. So it was a really cool moment, man. And that showed a lot, man, because even in the real world, if you combat hatred with hatred, the cycle of hatred will continue. But if you combat hatred with love, that's when things change, you know. And that's why this celestial dragon actually changed. I think his name is Saint DONQUIXOTE MJOSGARD or something like that. My bad if I'm not saying his name right, but because of Queen Otoime's action, he was able to change it to a good person, a good celestial dragon, you know. So I'm happy that that happened. I'm happy that Oda actually linked what happened with Queen Otoime and this celestial dragon. It's brilliant. So yeah, man, it was a great moment in the episode. Now we know that celestial dragons can actually change. They're not all bad. We have proof, because Doflamingo's parents weren't that bad. They left Marijoa to live with quote unquote the peasant, but we saw that celestial dragon can change, you know. So like I said, it was a really cool moment. It was the best moment of the episode in my opinion. But yeah, it was a tense episode, man, with everything that happened. Just seeing how he hit the heck out of the other celestial dragon was really funny to me. I'm happy that that happened. But yeah, man, it was a pretty good episode. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next, man. My bad if the review is this late. I was watching the Toronto Raptors making the finals for the first time in franchise history. It's something big here in Canada. The last few years, my favorite player, LeBron, was just kicking their butts every single year. So that was the first year that they were able to make it to the finals. So I'm happy for the Raptors. I'm happy for my country, even though I'm a LeBron fan. But yeah, man. I do One Piece reviews every Saturday, so subscribe for that. And I do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays. I do Kimetsu no Yaiba reviews on Saturdays, and I also do Attack on Titan reviews on Sundays. So for you guys that watch Attack on Titans, now the Attack on Titans episode will be later in the day because of leaks or something like that. At first they said that it was gonna be on Wednesdays or something like that, but it's gonna be later on Sundays. So stay tuned for that, man. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.